Hello. All right, let's make sure we're good here. Come on. Come on. Where's my live? Live? There it is. Checking. Live. There it is. Checking. All right, we're good. All right. View the channel. I want to see something here. Double checking something on YouTube Studio. Okay, yeah. Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Resales. My name's Ryan. I get stuff from yard sales, garage sales, thrift stores, similar places, and try to make a few extra bucks online. This morning, more sales. Okay weekend sales from the large old book stash that I purchased a few weeks ago. It was early June. And I've gotten, after, I guess this amounts to about a month of selling, I've got over a third of my money back. On the total purchase. So, and I pushed pretty hard to get a chunk listed last week. It's paying off. Getting some Facebook marketplace deals done. Like I had a guy come out and he bought 22 books for $75, and I was happy to get that for the books that I sold. It sounds like a little bit, but it was a batch of books. It's like, yeah, $3 to $5 for these books. Perfectly all right for cash money. So I think it's a guy who's he'll come back and get some more. So that's that plan. And it's going pretty good. So I'm fairly confident, but I think end of August, if not a little bit sooner, I may be in the net profit on these books if I keep pushing like I am. But I'm finding Facebook Marketplace is there's niche groups and stuff of books, of people looking to buy books, and I think it's a real good spot to do it. I got guys like, I want horse books, and I, like 3 minutes after he asked, I pulled a horse book, and I went through a couple boxes and found another one. And I got to have another couple laying around. I'll also do a few horse books. So we will jump in. Let's jump into sales, and then maybe I'll show you a couple books that I've got going. So here we go. And there's a few of these are like, not great sales, but they're still kind of work here. All right, lowest sale is this. I'm a little surprised this one didn't go higher. It's called the Bard of the Dimbovica. Look at that one. This only went for $10. And I'm a little surprised at this kind of, I think it's like, I hate these words, Romanian. Yeah. Romanian folk songs. I'm a little surprised this isn't worth a little bit more. But that's where it is. Maybe if I had one with dust jacket or a lot better condition, maybe it would go for a little bit more, but $10 on that one. Next up. Like the one sale that wasn't from the old book stash, which kind of made me happy, is this Stewardship from Matthew C. is a fairly popular homeschool company. I actually use some of it with my children. And this DVD went for $13, teaching stewardship. So you're getting somebody practicing good stewardship by buying something at a discount off of eBay from me, so I can practice good stewardship. That's how that goes. Yeah. All right. Next. Okay. This is one of those I was like, really? That book sells? Champion Dog Prince Tom, $13 for this old Scholastic printing, and I think I've got another one I saw that I may have to pull it and list it. But this title sells. I don't know why. Really don't. And this is like one of those old scholastic, uh, yeah, I mean, you see tons of these things, and there's a handful of these that are worth selling. Um, I do look them up occasionally when I see them. So there you go. Anyway, this one is fun. Arctic and Ski Patrol. This is one of those old boys' adventure books from 1940. They wrapped it in plastic, mylar cover. There's a surprising number of books from this lot. A lot of them got mylar wrapped, which benefits me hugely. So we'll see how that goes. All right. Next up, another mylar wrap. This one was this. Nope, wasn't a library. Ghosts Along the Mississippi: Magic of the Old Houses of Louisiana. Architecture books can do okay. I would say even like coffee table-ish type books are worth looking up. And this one went for 17. Uh, so there was a handful of some stuff like this that was in there. So between Southern history and architecture, some of this stuff can still sell pretty good. All right, finally, this was the gem, and this was one that unless you know kind of what you're hunting, this is one to go find. This one is Loudoun County, Georgia, Sesquicentennial Pictorial History. The local history books, particularly if they're locally printed, which this one was, can be this one $30 for this. And there was really no comps for it. But I looked at there were a couple of books I was like, okay, this may work. This is South Georgia, town Valdosta. So this one was pretty good to grab, and this one sold really fast as well. I listed this Thursday or Friday. I listed it and it sold really quick. Morning, Kevin Hawthorne. So local history books that are locally printed, particularly if they cover like a county, and they're out of print. There's still people out there really into local history stuff, and I mean a local museum may have bought this. I don't know because they didn't have a copy, but there's still stuff like that out there, and Amazon scanning ain't going to pick it up. And that's the niche guys like me work in. Guys like me, guys like small time bookseller. We work in that area where Amazon scanners have their place, and I kind of smile at them when they pass over books. I'm like, you missed something, bud. But it's not their model. Their model is to scan them and get them out, which is fine. But that's barcode stuff. Now, will that change going forward? Probably. Am I going to be able to do this for a decade? I don't know. Or am I going to have to change methodologies? Maybe. But I find that there's a lot of old books that you need to be able to type the title in. Scanning the cover, scanning the side may work okay, but if you're going to really come, and the data is going to slowly compile where you probably, at some point, you'll probably be able to scan everything and get good data. But right now, I don't feel that we're there with old book sales. So a handful of stuff that I'm going to list in the near future. Let's see what we got. This is one I wish I had the other book to. It hasn't come across yet. Complete Sherlock Holmes by Conan Doyle. This is an older version. This is a good set. I think I actually have this set personally that I hung on to. So if you get both these books, this is like a $20, $30 set if you find both of them. And I need to get these listed because they're taking up too much room. I've got a handful of full sets. Like this is the Outline of Science. This is like a 4 or 5 book set that sells. And I need to get it listed. I may try to focus on that next one on my. I got a bunch of pictures of stuff I took. I took a bunch of pictures Friday and I need to get all those listed. And I think my next is going to be the stack of these uh, sort of these old kids series that I've got like all the books of, and I need to get them. I need to get them listed. Uh, I don't remember what this was. Dream Life by Donald Mitchell. I don't even remember. Like I know I looked it up and that was worth selling. Do I remember what much it's worth now? Let's see. Same this, the marketplace, Frederick. Again, not entirely certain. And one more from this box. Tom Brown and Rugby. Well, now this one may sell simply because of the cover. So we'll see. And I actually got my buddy who bought some books from me. He's actually after old books with nice covers. That's really his standard. He's got a booth at a local antique store, and he sells old books that are in decent shape with good covers for people. He says most people decorating, and they're going for like $10 to $15 out of his antique store. So, that's what he's kind of after. Anything very super interesting. This one may be worth a little bit when it comes around. This is one I took a picture of. This is a first edition Virginia Woolf, The Waves book. First edition Virginia Woolfs do okay. That one's got like the dust jacket on it is like torn, but it's still there. It's like tucked into the book. So that's kind of entertaining, but that's something that actually may go pretty good. And here's one, probably the most interesting one that I'm going to try to sell. And I'm still curious. I need to do some checking to see how much eBay allows it, because this is protocols. And if you're thinking, is that those protocols? And I'm saying, yes, it's those protocols. This is like the early American edition of those protocols. Before, like this was done before it was kind of debunked. The guys who wrote it like admitted it was fake. The stuff like this can be a little dicey sometimes on eBay, so you got to be careful and do conspiracy stuff, particularly stuff that's a little anti-Semitic. Maybe you need to do some homework on whether or not eBay pulls it. I've got one other one that I may relist, and if you have to tag it for research purposes if you're going to sell it, and you got to be very careful, because I have personally had stuff pulled that was like conspiracy level stuff, and eBay is like, no, you ain't. So, but you have to label it properly, like copy a sold listing, copy their description of one that's sold, and pray that it'll get through, because sometimes it doesn't. So something you gotta be careful with. So anyway, that's what I got going on right now. Tons of old books, tons of listings. I am up. I want to say when I started this project, I had a little over 350 listings of stuff in general, and now I'm at 483. So I have listed about 150 books since I started this. I've sold, let's see, 30, and this is all even like bulk purchases on Facebook Marketplace. I sold 58 books, putting it about $10 to $12 net profit per book, give or take. So it's going pretty good, and that's something maybe you can expect out of a project like this when you put the work in. And to get profit out of this, you've got to be selling the $10 to $15 books. I don't know that you can simply rely on the really high end books, unless you find. So if I find somebody who will come in and give me $2 a book on this, I might be willing to take it, at least on the rest of the books. But at this point, I'm not like nobody's really offered to do that. I'll come out really well ahead if somebody does that. That'd be great. I'd take that deal tomorrow. I'd make that deal happen today if somebody offered me $2 a book on what I have one. So anyway, that is that, and we're gonna take a sip of coffee. And I hope y'all have a good day. So like, comment, subscribe, and I'll chat with y'all next time.